a toast for the friends that take off the load. One time did sit down in a class and report then only set the road and me go on with the road.
Jamaica, the land of Bob Marley, Marcus Messiah Garvey, Usain Bolt, and of course, Reggae Month, the only month-long reggae music festival on planet Earth, where something reggae happens every day in the month of February, ranging from mega reggae concerts, reggae award ceremonies, and educational symposia on reggae.
Yeah, blessings fall, right on.
February is Reggae Month. Reggae Month is February, when Jamaica invites the world to come to Mecca, Reggae Mecca, and come catch the rhythm like no place else on earth, only in Jamaica.
And that's how I made to give him the door, breathe, and me delight and
Reggae Conversations, personal testimonials from reggae personalities who helped to create the music. A conversation with reggae ambassadors who took the music to the world.
For this reggae conversation, we welcome Max Romeo. Blessings, brother.
Blessings, man. Thanks.
It's been a while since you've been in this business. I mean, what accounts for your longevity?
I really don't know, What I would say, I stay away from the fast lane. And I detest hype, exaltation, abasement. So maybe, walking away from these things is what keep. Plus, Jehovah put me here for a purpose.
Yeah. I would chase the devil away.
Exactly.
Tell us about that song, Chase the Devil.
Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
Well, I don't know, it's just a concept. Me and Lee Perry was in the studio trying to do the Warner Babylon album, and that was the last track we did. I didn't like the tune, it sounded a little stupid to me compared to the rest of the songs. So I said to Lee Perry, this can't go on my album. So I said, sounds stupid, man. Lee Perry said, you crazy or something? You hungry? You need lunch? Here, give me some money. Go have a lunch and take some rest. It's the best tune on the album. You hear what he say? You ever hear any artist sing that before? That is original. I said, okay. So said, so done. Yeah. It around the road from when? 1976. It was recorded in 1975. 76, yeah. Until now.
We go put on the iron shirt.
Put on your iron shirt. Chase the devil out to hurt.
I'm gonna put on the iron shirt and chase the devil out of earth. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. Satan is the evilest man. I can't joke it and I man. When I check him, I love him.
Does that happen a lot where sometimes you don't really feel a song, but somebody say, yeah, man,
Yeah.
this is it?
It happened with my first big hit, Wet Dreams. I didn't want to do it. I write the song, but after a while I said, I don't really like the image.
Yeah.
So Bunny Lee said, why? You write it, you have to sing it. And he actually forced me and convinced me to do the song. It was #2 in the British chart for 26 weeks.
And it was banned by the BBC.
It was banned, played twice on the radio.
But it still was on the charts
Still
for
26
so many weeks.
Yeah.
But that was one of the iconic songs that people know
That's
Max
right.
Romeo for.
Yeah, 1969 that song came about. But I did a whole album of that nature, album named Band and Censored, Matter of fact, a couple of tracks you might hear, but you wouldn't believe it's me singing.
Because your image now as a conscious Rasta man.
Started in 1971.
Yes.
First thing I did for Rasta was bring back Maccabee version.
Bring back Maccabee version that God gave to black man. I said to take back the King James version that belongs to the white man. Black man, get up, stand up on your foot and give Rasta the glory. Black man, get up, stand up on your foot. I said to give Rasta the glory. Well now.
And from there Rasta, you know.
How did you start in music?
You know, funny, I started out as a guy who carried samples to the record store for a small company called Carlton. Matter of fact, that's where Heptones begin. Roy Shirley starts there, the pioneers, we all start there. And what was fascinating with the business I wanted was to get involved. And the boss offered me a chance to do a recording. A tune name, I'm Gonna Buy You a Rainbow. That was the first song. It was #2 on the chart, so that inspired me to pursue the thing. You know, that's where it all started.
So you started with good success.
That's right.
Who wrote that first song?
I wrote it.
Wow.
The group at the time was 2 other guys. There was Kenneth Knight, Light Shakespeare, that's the brother of Robbie Shakespeare.
Was that the first Emotions group?
The first, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's either the same here, the American Female Emotions group came by, but something tell me that I had the name before them. But you know, it didn't last for long. We just did about 5 recording. Light died and Kenneth migrated, so I was the only one left, so I just pursued as Max Romeo.
Yeah.
It worked for me.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in St. Anne, Alexandria area, a district called St. Deca. About 3.5 to 4 miles from where Bob Marley born. And I born in World War II, 1944. Yeah, I migrated to Kingston about 1959, I think it was. And that's where I've been ever since, till move over to St. Catherine.
So tell us a little bit about how you grew up, you know, what was the environment like, mommy, daddy, aunties?
Well, my father was in Kingston and my mother is in St. Anne. And my mother got a chance to migrate. I think this was 1954. You know, she was one of the Windrush people and lived with my grandmother. Well, it was 4 of us. So my granny was overwhelmed with us. So she shipped me off to Kingston to my father. And that's where I spent most of my young days till I find my way and move out on my own. But basically, it's a Christian family. There's what you call evangelists. They're very big in this church called Evangel Temple 3 French Park Road. Yeah, they actually helped build that church. So obviously I'm in that church. You know, so basically it was like from school to church to home. Couldn't play with the kids on out the road. That type of strict situation, which was good for me.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's part of what helps me to keep away from the fast lane.
Are you a strict father?
No, I'm a liberal father. My sons are like my brothers.
Yes?
Yeah,
How many children?
11 so far.
So far. I like your optimism. How many sons, how many daughters?
4 sons, 7 daughters.
Any of them follow you in the music?
Zana Romeo, and the boy knows Aziz Romeo, and I got a rapper named Rolly. So it's all music in the family.
It's a musical family.
Yeah, and Aziz Romeo now is also the engineer for the studio because we have our own family studio, you know.
Oh, great.
And things like that. It's a nice, you know, I'm in a nice setting, so I'm not complaining, you know. Yeah.
And one of your daughters runs things?
She's my manager, as Annette.
Yeah.
She handles the money. I don't touch the stuff.
And you feel very confident about how
It's my
things
daughter.
happen.
If she steals from me, she steals herself.
Yes.
So I'm confident.
Yes. What would you say has been your greatest song, the song with the most attention, the most success?
Chase the Devil.
Chase the Devil.
Yeah, because it's a big international hit. You know, I'm not a commercial artist, so
Right.
these things is underground. You know, when you be an underground artist, you live longer and you last longer. People see every day, after a while they get bored, you know? So I choose to be an underground artist. Yeah.
Tell us about some of your other hits.
Quite a few. You got Three Blind Mice in Babylon Raid, yeah. You have St. Thomas in the East. Them never run when police are come. You have Let the Poor Fall and I, which is another big one. I'm Nobody's Child. It's quite a few.
Yeah.
War in Babylon.
What inspires you to write these songs?
I don't know. Back home, I just kick back. Obviously, a big head involved. I'm sit back with my big head and I start reminisce of life and what I've been through and what is to come and things like that. And the lyrics just flow like that. Took the pen up on the paper and it's a song. I find it very easy.
You know one of my favorites, Jamaican Collie.
Oh, okay.
I don't smoke, but I love that song.
Yes, all right. Yes, that's another big one.
Reggae is global. Reggae is everywhere.
Yeah, reggae is my life, you know, because if it wasn't for reggae, I don't know that work out saying dead or something.
We have something which the world crave even right now. Reggae is internationally known.
Motorists, as Minister of Justice, I appeal to you, obey the road code, pay your ticket on time, and only go to court if the ticket is being contested. Close to 80% of matters coming to the parish courts are for traffic breaches. Let's work together to make our roads safe and ease the burden on our courts.
Your safety and security continue to be our priority. We are seeing a downward trend in major crimes, and we are investing $650 million in technology improvement for our police force to provide greater coverage across Jamaica by 2028.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
What was the inspiration for this great album?
War in Babylon.
War in Babylon.
The inspiration was Lee Perry and the Mad Antics, if you can call it that. You know, you have to be around Lee. If he's accepting you as an individual, you don't want to leave by his side because he's full of ideas and things like that. I used to like to work with him. I carry my song. Before we do any recording, he will run down the lyrics to them, and if there's a lyrics that out of place, he say, remove this, put in that lyrics. And we've gone, gone into production. So it was that type of inspiration that we got. Matter of fact, the whole music business was inspirational because the songs we used to sing, we have to have great groups like the Paragons, the Techniques, the Melodians, the Gaylords, the Wailers. I mean, in the group, we used to have great female singers like Marcia Griffiths, Judy Moore, Cynthia Richards. Quite a few of them, the music, it was bubbling.
Yeah.
And the message was peace and love and unity, inspiration. Yeah, I have a song that I sing that I barely can make it through it on stage because it actually feels like I'm singing about myself.
Yeah.
Song name, I'm Nobody's Child.
You want to tell us a little bit of the lyrics?
Well, it was about passing an orphan, and this little boy all by himself, and question him, why you so lonely, why you sitting alone? And he goes through the whole song, I'm nobody's child, just like wild. A flower, I'm growing wild. Yeah. No mommy's kisses, no daddy's smile.
I'm nobody's child.
That's it.
No mommy's kisses and no daddy's smile. Nobody wants me. I'm nobody's child.
Why, Max Romeo, you have done some great songs. I mean, and it seems that it comes so easy to you.
Yeah, I'm doing Jah work, you know, so Jah give me the thing, Jah give me a laptop with everything on it, you know, that he want me to do. So I just go by that.
Yeah.
Songs are easy to write, melodies come easy, you know, production easy. So everything is just easy. Yeah, there's no hang up, you know, no hold back.
All right, I want you to tell us about the inspiration behind Three Blind Mice.
I went to work and saw last Saturday night. When I reached the dance hall, everything was right. And Babylon rain. Yes, I'm red. Yes, I'm red. They catch me afraid. Catch me afraid. It was like three blind mice. You could just see how them a run. It was like three blind mice. You could just see how them a run.
That song was produced by King Tubby's. The rhythm, I was by Tubby's one day and him and Bundley, I was there and they played this rhythm. I said, wow, can I get a cut off of that rhythm? Tubby said, yeah, man. And right away I went home and there's a dancehall scene just pop up in my head when the police came and have people running and all kind of things. So that's how the song come about. I just went by the next day and voiced it.
And it became one of the biggest songs.
Exactly. Tubby's used to have it, I think, 19 versions. And Tubby's sound. Yeah.
How has the business been for you?
The music business? Wow, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, still a struggle. You know, because in my days, the artists of my time, should say, we weren't concentrating on money because we didn't see any.
Yeah.
It was just a glory, you know, the girls and promoter carry around in a big car and things like that, and you feel that type of joy and adrenaline. You know, that was what it was about. It was about the kicks because we didn't have an industry per se that was doing anything worthwhile. We just have a few hustlers, you know. So when them finish hustle, we don't have nothing to get.
But
Yes.
people have sampled your music over time, particularly the younger ones,
Yeah.
and that has changed a little bit for you.
Financially, yes.
Yeah, ensuring that you get something now.
There was a little thing coming, especially when Jay-Z did Lucifer. My voice was sampled, and it's the same Chase the Devil.
Yes.
That wasn't a bad thing, you know. Prodigy from England, a white group, they did a version of it called Outer Space, a sample as well. And most of the rock bands them across Europe do a version of Chase the Devil. Everybody loves Chase the Devil.
So that's how you start to see a little something, eh?
Yeah, that's how I could build a house. And move my
After
family.
how many years?
Over the years, take my
Yeah.
family out of that barrel of crab.
Yeah. So are you consider yourself a family man?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what made me live so long. The family didn't even give me no time to go in the fast lane. You know what the fast lane is?
Yes.
Okay.
Drugs and
Good.
so
My
on.
family didn't even know a chance to do that, so, you know, that saved the whole thing.
There was a time when you were in the UK. What was that experience like away from Jamaica, living in the UK?
Well, this was, how do I describe this now? You know, it was like a rags to riches situation because, you know, there was nothing happening for me till I did that song. I didn't even know it was released till I get a message that the song is booming up in England and they need me to do a tour. So I end up in England. So from destitution to entertaining the royal family at Royal Albert Hall, you know, that's a big jump. I called from rags to riches. Well, I painted England for 3 years, but when things start to boil down, it become too slow. So I shot across to America. That was my mistake, man. Can't handle it. Just can't handle New York, man. Yeah.
England too slow, New York too fast.
Too fast, yeah. I come back to Jamaica and it's all smooth sailing, you know.
Right speed.
Right speed. I got my publishing coming from time to time, you know, and sort me out. So I don't have nothing to do more than sit back with a big spliff. And if I don't feel like playing no music, I ask Alexa to entertain me. And I'm just good.
So you've taken on to the technology, man.
That's right.
Do you fear the technology? People talking about AI and the threat to artists and
no. They're still gonna need man. Matter of fact, it can be dangerous. What if a robot turn against you? One little glitch, and that thing come and hold on to your neck. Yeah, you can't say, Johnny, let me go. That's the only fear I have with these things. But other than that, it might make the world a little happier, you know. Less stress out for the manual.
Join the conversation focusing on Jamaica's development. Tune in to the post-cabinet press briefings, Wednesdays live at 9 a.m. with a rebroadcast at 9 p.m. right here on PBCJ, the People's Station.
Join us as we navigate this interwoven landscape, discovering how every portfolio and agency under the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation play a crucial role in national development, from housing to land. Right. NWC, why I don't have any water in my tap, to infrastructure and investment. So the government is not giving away any assets.
No, Dini.
All right.
Not at all.
Let's unravel the threads of success as we explore the MEGJC matrix.
Reggae is global. Reggae is everywhere.
Yeah, reggae is my life, you know, because if it's reggae, I don't know that work out saying dead or something.
We have something which the world crave even right now. Reggae is internationally known.
I want to talk a little bit about your work in the theatre. You co-wrote the musical Reggae.
Not actually the script, the music.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah, the songs that they doing it. So not all of them, some of it. It was two of us as writers who was commissioned for the project. It was me and a guy called Raskabi. So we write.
Raskabi was the fellow from the festival.
Yes.
Song.
Yeah, Jamaica, me now leave you again and leave the next day. So it's me and him who was commissioned for the project.
So how that happened? What was the background to that?
It was depicting the situation in Jamaica at the time, you know, the politics and the violence and all them things. But it was a little heavy. The script was a little heavy. And actually, after 7 weeks, on Broadway, this is not off Broadway now, this is on Broadway. After 7 weeks, the critics said the message is too strong, so they threw it off, you know. So that was what it was. Yeah.
You also had a connection with Rolling Stone.
Yep.
Yeah.
My album, Holding Out My Love to You, Keith Richards played guitar on a few of the tracks then. And their album, Emotional Rescue, I sing back up on one of the tracks then. So obviously, you know, we just exchange gratitude.
Yeah. How many albums have you produced in your life, sir?
You know, I've never counted them. I think it's about 40, you know. It's quite a lot. You're covering a lot of different areas.
Who was your favorite producer to work with back in those days?
Well, you should know.
The genius himself.
The genius himself, Lee Scratch Perry.
Yeah.
I miss him very much, honestly. Jamaica don't know what to lose when they lost that guy.
Well, tell us about him. Tell us, you know, his value for reggae. I mean,
it's hard to explain. You know, some people say he was crazy. He's not. He's eccentric. That's the word you use to describe Lee Perry. Eccentric. You want to do things that nobody else ever do. You know, that's what was his mission. It's very creative, you know, and even in its negative, if you check it, it's very creative, you know. But I don't think there was another producer in his class. Because what they call producing, The producer leave you with the artist, with the band. And him gone about him business. Max Romeo go record 3 songs. Him don't stop to hear the 3 songs what me plan to record. When him come back, the 3 songs done. Him listen them back and say, all right, that good, man. No, it's not good. It want back up and sing. Yeah, mad man, we do back up singing. You know, your voice sound golden. That's how my trick me, you know. Put a unfinished work on the road. Lee Perry don't do it like that. You know, it have to be, say from my name going go on it have to be perfect. And they call him a madman.
He had high standards.
Very high standard. Yeah. And he's very creative as a musician. He plays a lot of percussion. And he'll go to the beach, he comb the beach to find a stone, he travel with a spoon. And he will strike that stone and listen to the sound. You don't hear it, he throw it away. Take up another one, bing. And if you see him come back and bing again, push that in his pocket. And when you go to the studio and put that as percussion on the thing, you're going to ask, what instrument is that? It's no instrument, it's just a spoon and a stone. So what you would call a man like that? He's a genius.
That's amazing. Let's talk about your friendship with John.
My dream last night was about Alibaba with the 40 thieves.
You know, to be honest, John kind of saved my life away, you know. I have to give that to him, you know. Because I get destitute in New York. I didn't know, I reached a crossroad. It's either left, right, or straight ahead. I didn't know where to turn, and, you know, me and John used to hang for a short while, and said to him one day, I said, Max Romeo, New York is not your type of town, you know. You're too honest to live here. You're too weak to work, and you're too honest to steal. You cannot stay here. You have to go back to Jamaica. So I said, John, I have a house at Jamaica, and 2 years after I leave, JDB sees it. So I don't have a house at Jamaica. Although I carry the family here, they are all right, set up with their mother and father and thing. I don't even have a close auntie here. And I said, look, man, I have a house in Meadowbrook Estate. I have a room there that nobody uses. You can have that room. So I said, okay, John. Take him up from offer. This was Thursday, he told me. The next Tuesday, I was out at the gate. He came out and grabbed my suitcase. That's unusual for John. Him not carry no boy suitcase. He grabbed my suitcase and go straight to the room and said, this is your room. Don't let nobody tell you no crap. You're not paying no rent or anything. You stay here until you get your foot together. And that's what I did. I have to give thanks for him.
Yeah. Which one of John's tunes really stood out for you?
Oh, wow, there's so much of them. I love I Can Feel, actually.
I want to love I can feel. That's the only kind of love I think is real.
You know, that was one of my main songs. You know, I used to like when it was with the Paragons. You know, Tyrone Evans was my brethren, Barrett, three of them. You know, the Paragon songs, all of them. We're to the ball and all these songs, you know. I love all of them, man. John was a very inspirational, good inspirational singer. Yeah.
What do you think about the lyrics now in Jamaican music?
You know, I'm not listening, you know, to be honest with you. I'm not really listening. But motherfucker, I don't hear anything to listen to. I'm not a man of violence, and I'm not a sex freak. So therefore, I cannot pay attention. I'm sorry.
How you think we can change that? So bring it back to some of the sort of protest music, you know.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard because there's a loaded gun pointed at our head. Artists in my caliber, they don't want our message out there to rock the boat. So we have to step aside. If we can overcome that hurdle, then start. Before I die, let me write some inspirational song. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that, this is it. I'm not knocking it because music is music, you know, and the youths love excitement. So this is a part of excitement. But morally, I don't think much of it.
Do you find anyone out there, even one, who is a glimmer of hope for you?
You know, I mean, I like Chronix because he's doing roots and culture. He's not really dancehall per se, but he can fit in, you know? And a couple of them, I don't remember them names. Yeah. Like I say, I'm not in that realm, you know?
Join us as we navigate this interwoven landscape, discovering how every portfolio and agency under the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation play a crucial role in national development, from housing to land. Right. NWC, why I don't have any water in my tap, to infrastructure and investment. So the government is not giving away any assets.
No, Dini.
All right.
Not at all.
Let's unravel the threads of success as we explore the MEGJC matrix.
So I just want to tell them, say, Simma, who got the keys to the bimmer? Oh my, real reggae lover, Zaga.
Motorists, as Minister of Justice, I appeal to you, obey the road code, pay your ticket on time, and only go to court if the ticket is being contested. Close to 80% of matters coming to the parish courts are for traffic breaches. Let's work together to make our roads safe and ease the burden on our courts.
Do you enjoy touring?
I do.
Yeah.
You know how much shows I did 23? Because I took one whole year, 24. I did one show the whole 24. I want was the rest. I did 70 shows.
Wow.
The first part was 57 to begin with. That came me to Israel, Greece, Germany, England, the works. You see, that was 57. So a lot of people say, at my age, I can't do it. They say, you gotta be crazy, man. I still have my energy. Then after I did that 57, I just came back straight across to Brazil to finish up the tour, go down to Chile. Matter of fact, in Israel, it's a big vein in the middle of a desert. Rain hadn't fallen there for 4 years. And as I hit the stage, here comes the rain.
What?
The people look at me like I'm a god, you know what I mean? They couldn't believe it. As I hit the stage, here comes the rain. Heavy rain too, and everybody just stand up in the rain and enjoy the show. Obviously the stage is covered so I can see. It was beautiful, man.
Is the work different? I mean, is the creative work different when you're working in Jamaica versus when you're trying to create overseas?
Overseas is a little easier because they jump to everything to begin. No disrespect, that's what. They jump to everything and that gives you vibe.
The bucket bottom seems to be dropping out. Some pockets full and running over. The threat of war, earthquake, disease and famine. But if the worst comes, it's our own doing. I said to join in the fight. Let's get this thing right. Everybody get together. Let us all unite.
You know, every song you sing on the stage, they react to it. You know, it's not like the England crowd or sometimes the Jamaican crowd. They stand up on you. They don't make you know, make you feel like you're reaching them. You know, if you're singing, they look at each other and nod them head, yeah, that's all right. But you don't get them to clap. And they don't know that this is the magic to make the artist actually get into the thing. Yeah. But if I don't sing, everybody look at me, look at myself and say, I look back, sir. Where's the vibe, man? I'll just sing the last song and come off the dance stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope I'm not fighting my people, you know, because I love them more than myself, you know. But I have to speak on these things sometimes. Yeah. Need more vibe.
Where is your favorite part of the world to perform?
You know, I love Europe. Europe people clap and cheer. The rest of people, including my people, they mock and jeer. So obviously I would prefer to clap and cheer.
You need to give your people the Maccabee version, man.
Right, yeah, I have to.
Yeah. Any experience that stands out for you on tour that you'd like to share with us?
That thing moved so fast, I didn't have time to gather no experience or anything because I was so occupied. At some point, I'm doing 7 shows a week. So, you know, it's 1 show per night, and my shows them is 1.5 hours, in some cases 2 hours. The shortest show I do is 1 hour. So, you know, and I was doing most of them was club dates. They call it the ultimate tour because I retire after that from touring. I still perform, you know, for festivals and things, I'll go out there and do it, but that 57 show I tell you about, that's half the calendar for me right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why have you retired from touring?
I'm tired. I'm 80 years of age, man.
Yeah.
I just celebrated my 80th birthday. It was a beautiful birthday party my kids gave me. Yeah, at Heritage Park in Ochi.
Do you feel like you're 80?
I don't know what 80 feel like. It's the first time I'm being there. But if this is what it feels like, yeah, I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one camping tent. I'm showing why I'm about.
Ended up here over here, son of a lift up now.
Welcome to Flatbridge. The infamous Dopey Church. I never afraid. If you wash your face with rice water, then you can't see Dopey.
No, me don't want to say Dopey, no.
If I turn the yoke to the left, then the airplane will bank to the left.
Oh, that! Oh, that! Where's my bicycle, dog?
Jamaica, I can help you protect our citizens.
Jamaica Eye will play a part in increasing your public safety.
Jamaica Eye is part of an island-wide network of camera surveillance systems designed to increase the safety of you, our citizens. If you have a camera system outside your home or office facing a public space, log on to jamaicai.gov.jm today. Jamaica Eye, we're all connected. The Ministry of National Security, creating a safer and prosperous Jamaica.
Are you a spiritual man?
Very. I classify myself as a Rasta man. But my God named Jehovah. David said that's his real name.
Yeah.
You know, so, but I'm not really a Christian.
Yeah. When did you feel this conviction towards Rastafari?
I think it was 1970, you know. After I was doing all these rancid stuff, I started questioning myself. If this is my catalog, it's a little embarrassing from my grand and great-grands, wouldn't it? You're singing everything about sex, although my sex songs then wasn't as explicit as these guys today. You know, but I didn't like the idea. That's why I switched to more righteous songs, you know, protest and, you know, things like that.
There'll never be no peace down here in Babylon. Till all my brothers here, down here, are free. We don't wanna be no peace down here in Babylon. So all we asking you is to set us free.
I want to talk about the album with you and your children, your sons, father and sons.
Oh.
What's the idea behind a project like that?
If you notice, if you have a CD with a picture on it, you'll notice how small they are. They were two tiny little boys. So it's me take them on and lead them into the business. First stop was a European tour that went down quite well with them. People love them, but they sing under a name called Rominal. Well, further on in life, this guy said, look, I know another group thing. So me name I see is Romeo. This guy said, I name Rolly. He was a rapper, you know. Well, since the whole P Daddy see, it come like him don't want to rap no more. So, if I try coming at the roots music now. Well, he have a very unusual voice, different from us. That's my granny's voice. Matter of fact, my great-grandmother's voice. He's the lucky one to get that voice. None of us don't get it. You know, it's a very nice, smooth, and but I can't get the wife to do reggae if I kill him. It have to be rap music. So later, the other day I noticed him start talk about roots rock music now. I said, good. Because what goes around comes around, and I'm sure that roots rock will come around again.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. People feel that it is dying.
No. It's righteous message out for die. Can Bob Marley music die? You got to be kidding, man. You have to listen to Bob Marley songs then because they are inspirational songs that are pointing in the right direction.
Did you have any interaction with Bob?
Like I said, I was born 3 miles apart in St. Anne's. And I was living at 8 Mile, and he was living at 9 Mile, so we lived 1 mile apart in Bull Bay until we got lucky and flew away. You know, so right during the time, I didn't see him because I didn't like him crowd, you know. When you go to see Bob, some little friars there look on you like somebody you come beg Bob. And that's the last time I saw him was at Essex House Hotel in New York. Went to visit him because I hadn't seen him for years because the two of us on the road. But when I go east, he go west. When I go west, he go east. So we never actually get to meet, so I decided to go check him out, you know. But he didn't look good to me, actually. This was about 3 or 4 months before he died. Yeah, and it was him on Skill Cole. A guy named Danny Sims, who was managing him, was in the room at the time. Earl Chin, Rootsman, Michael Leach, you know, the brother of the TV thing, Rootsman, he was there too. And I said, Bob McCarroll could draw weed, you know. And I said, when I saw it, man, Robert weed, could Charlie something. And said, my good it wasn't Samash, I forgot the other one name. Anyway, I go to the music store to pick up some guitar strings, some guitars, so just jokes till him come back. But if I didn't know, so I can't sign him up, I wouldn't make him smoke Charles because, hey, you know, it's coming like I'm contributing to the crop, but I never realized that. And you know, when I'm about to leave, you know, Bob don't shake hand. So I don't do that, I'm knock your face. He walk me to the door and hold on for my hand. Skill Cole was there to second it. And been shaking me hand for about 5 to 6 minutes, telling me, say, when him looking at him crystal ball, him not see nobody else but me. Don't make them tell me nothing. Max Romeo, you. You understand? The whole conversation for that 5 or 6 minutes was about, it's me. You not see nobody else. You see, but the industry didn't want it that way. Matter of fact, I'm just lucky to be alive anyway, because a couple of us as artists was targeted. I guess I was one of them. And, well, it was Clancy Eccles, they got him. Jacob Miller, they got him. Peter Tosh, they got him. But I'm the one that got away. I'm the thumb. Always live like a thumb. So far I'm from the rest of fingers. I think that was what worked for me.
The targeting came because of the violence in the country
the
at the
political lyrics. And it was America and bus from, you know. So, you know, say, they won't stand for that because from the lot, that gate, no other reggae artists don't go through that. Sean Paul, Shaggy, all of them buck up on the gate, and Bill Ocean, all of them went, but the door is locked. You can't get in there. You see? Because they don't want the damage that Bob do to escalate. Them lyrics, they cut Babylon throat, man. You know. Yeah.
You think anybody will ever break through again?
No. The message it's the message, you know, it's not the voice or the artist, you know, it's the message that's scared of it. You know? They're very scared of them type of things. But I do a little more subtle. That's how it would tolerate me, you know. And we had a little religious flavor to my melodies, them. So it kind of put me in a different bag.
King of kings, he'll always be, endless as the time to me. I will hail eternally, Selassie I forever, until they crown another king. Today's the place of the royal hymn. I and I will forever sing, Selassie I forever.
What are your views on Reggae Month? Establishing February every year as a month to pay close attention to our music.
I think it's a very good idea. That's why I'm a part of it. I like to be a part of good ideas. But just one thing I would like to ask, one favor. Can we come up with a show that honor all the artists them that died? It's a lot, so maybe you do it in 2 parts, you know? And you get artists like myself, those who's still alive and can sing. And each of us have to do like 2 or 3 songs from 2 or 3 of those artists. It's a lot, so you can't do one. You have to do more than one to stretch the thing out. Just to honor them. Because we're not honoring these guys. These guys leave a legacy. They need to be honored.
Do you think about retiring?
I am retired.
I mean, you're retired from touring, but you're still working in the studio.
Yeah, I still do festivals and things of foreign, you know, but I don't do the tour. When you say tour, you know, I'm seeing 70-odd shows.
Yeah.
And most of them is club dates. There's not a lot of money on it. We have to contribute to the cause. Because what was happening is that the artists wasn't pulling crowd. And they were saying, them can't book Jamaican artists no more because I'm not full in the place. So I went out there and showed them otherwise because I full all of the venues, including the Olympia in Paris. All of them was full.
So why is it that the other artists weren't drawing the crowds? I mean, what's the problem? Why aren't people turning out like they used to? Or they turn out for you?
I think it's a dancehall concept, you know. The lyrical concept of the dancehall music. It's not everybody appreciates it, you know. Some people don't even want them children to hear about sex and what goes with that. And their sex is so explicit and flashing the mirror against the wall and all these violent, negative crap. You know, they didn't want that. So most of the time, the crowd don't turn out. When you hear songs from me, you know, self-praise is no recommendation. Don't think I'm conceited. I'm just saying the way it is. When they hear my songs, they hear inspirational songs. They want to come out and listen to me live. You know, so that's the edge I have over them. Lyrical content, good melodies that people can hum. Like Mr. Siaga said before I'm dead. Him don't like dancehall music because he can't whistle none of the melody. If you can't whistle a melody, it's not a song. I think he was right.
When I look at all the poor people in the streets, yeah, ruffling through the garbage to find food to eat, yeah. I look up to the skies and I ask Jah why. These are the words that Jah reply. He said, the love of money is the root of all evil. Hey, it have a direct link with the devil.
You have some things that you're working on.
I do an album every year.
But you're working on new music now, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still have hundreds that you haven't heard. You don't hear Words from the Brave? That's a good album. You don't hear World of Ghouls? Another good album. I have a lot of good albums, but like I say, we're not in the business anymore in Jamaica. We're being squeezed aside, you know, to let what's happening happen. And you don't fight it, you fight it, you'll die. Yeah.
And you do. You're currently recording with your son as your engineer.
That's right, yeah. Producing with them. Right now they're doing some good stuff. Yeah. It's just that when we do the songs, we don't get exposed. We don't get exposed, man. Everything is boop, 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 boop. We're not hearing the horns and the variation of instrument, percussion, harmony, and that sweet singing from the lead voice. You're not hearing that again. Yeah.
Are you a happy person?
Very.
Yeah. What makes you happy?
I'm 80 years of age and I'm not ailing. And there's no doctor, I have no doctor to me. I'm meaning to a doctor.
How do you manage to stay so healthy?
I don't know. I think I eat, you know, I'm a Rasta man, I eat my little piece of meat sometime and I tell no lie because I need protein. You know, and, you know, I think it's my eating habit. Have a lot to do with that and my peace of mind because I have a very supporting family. You know, that I'm not worried about nothing at no time. So it's just that situation.
When you're not doing music, what do you enjoy doing?
Taking care of my cows. I'm a farmer, you know. I do livestock. Yeah. I have a big common with my cows in there, and I can lay in my bed and look in the common. It's very tranquil.
Yeah. So what's next for you, though?
What next for me?
You're semi-retired, but you're not really retired because you're still working in the studio.
Yeah, I'm semi. That's the right word. I'm semi-retired. Once you're in the music thing, you can't retire, you know. The beauty of music, there's no age group. It's not like football. They retire at 35.
Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you'd like to do in the music or in life?
No. I think I have achieved everything I want to. I have a beautiful family. My publishing is feeding me quite well. And I have a few head of cattle across here. You know, I have a nice car, a Toyota Crown. What more can a man want? And I have a grandchild that just did our first day in school yesterday. Zodi Mason. He's just a star, you know. Yeah, man.
Max Romeo, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure, man. I always want to do this.
We're happy. We're happy that you finally did it.
Thanks, man.
Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. Mosquitoes will breed in any container that holds water.
Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, barrels, buckets and tanks. If this cannot be done, pour cooking oil on the water surface. Punch holes in all tins, plastics and beverage boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover all tires or fill with dirt to prevent water collection. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs. Use mosquito repellents to protect yourself from mosquito bites. Dispose of garbage properly by placing in plastic bags and securing properly to prevent water collection.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
I'm not allowed to speak for myself. They make all the decisions.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere by myself. They're afraid I'll escape.
See how my hand and face bruise up? Them beat me because me say me tired.
I'm only 13, but they said if I work harder, they will allow me to